How you doing? Well, it's good to see you this afternoon, out and about on your bicycle. So a short story, and I'll make it quick. So last night, I'm sat there thinking, what can I do tomorrow? Weather's half decent. I didn't do anything Thursday night, didn't do anything Friday night. So what can I do on Saturday? I can't just sit here doing nothing. Head saying, don't go cycling, don't go cycling. You need to do more training, you're not ready for it. Shiraz says, get yourself out there, see what happens, take your tent with you, you can always stop and camp. Needless to say, Shiraz won. Welcome to Lochgilphead. So I've got everything with me packed in my bags, and we'll show you that a little bit later, probably when we find a camp tonight. And the forecast is good. There's meant to be a few showers kicking around, but we can cope with a few showers at the moment. It's looking amazing. And the idea is to do a large circular over sort of like late this afternoon and tomorrow morning, with a camp in between somewhere, not too sure where yet. And there's some, I think there's some more like standing stones and ancient mounds and that kind of thing. So the whole idea is to see if we can find some of these, which will add a little bit of interest and variety to this cycle. But so far so good. Very kind of you, thank you very much. Welcome. Thank you. Just pulled onto the main road now, heading towards Kilmartin, and our first, I think it's a second stone. There was one in a field back there on that glen, and I cycled past it, but there's one here, and you can see there's what looks like the top of it's fallen down, so it was originally huge. Right, I've just popped the bike down, and it's out at where, so we might as well just have a wander back and see what this castle looks like, shall we? Now, according to my plan, I've just got to pop through this horse paddock, and the horses are very, well, nonplussed by my presence, so that's okay. But I believe there's some stones up this track as well, so we'll see if we can find them. So there you have it, two more of these huge stones. Short walk now, back towards my steed, and quite ironically we're going to pass a few steeds to get to my steed. Okay, I've arrived at my camp and it's a belter, absolute belter. So I was researching this morning because I thought, well, I'll wake up and see if Shiraz is still influencing my decisions, and it was. And I thought, right, what I need is roughly halfway-ish somewhere to camp and do this beautiful little bay, which was just a little off route, probably a few miles off route, and it's took a bit of getting to, and my feet are soaked because I've just had to cross a river, but I'm fine about that because it's quite liberating. Well, it probably won't be in the morning. So I'm going to get my tent set up now and just relax. It is, well, it's 5 o'clock, so just perfect. Right, I'm all fed. That's been a really good day. I'm very pleased with my little self with that. 18 miles almost, and I haven't been out in the real world for probably about 7 months now or something like that, so I'm very, very pleased with that. And it's a lovely spot, isn't it? Very quiet. Right, I'm going to go relax in my tent now and finish my wine. I don't know what time it is, bear with me, Carl. 20 to 7. I'm going to leave you now and we'll pick this up bright and early in the morning when we're packing up and heading out and pushing up that massive hill. Good night for the new. Hello, how are you? It's just before 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm all packed up, and a great night's sleep. I was away early and slept pretty well, to be honest. No noises, I think I only woke a couple of times. Anyway, I've had a couple of coffees, everything's packed away. I've just thrown my bike over the river because the tide's coming up now, and so I was up early this morning, threw the bike over the river, and then all I've got to do is just throw these bags over. And with a bit of luck, we'll keep his feet dry, which is what we didn't do last night, but everything's dry again this morning. Let's say goodbye to this spot and then we'll get these bags over, get these onto the bike, and we'll start pushing. Good news, I'm at the top, so that took a bit of doing, but more riding than pushing, which is the important thing. Right, we've arrived at his next ancient monument, which didn't take long. Shall we have a look? Many people came together to build this great cairn of cobbles over a single grave. 4,000 years ago. So it's a burial cairn. We've got another. We've got another. Ah, look how many, there were loads of these cairns. You can see the other, oh, you can see there, you see the one in the distance. I missed that one. So this is near the Argyll Mid cairn. Probably two very important people were buried here. So there you go. 3 ancient burial cairns, and all before 8 o'clock in the morning. I've got to say, this is by far the best. Come and look at this. There's a sign around here. This has got to be, well, if they were burial cairns for important people, what must this have been? Do you think some worshipping place? Right, we need to get educated. Welcome to Templewood. The 2 stone circles either side of you were the ceremonial heart of Kilmartin Glen about 5,000 years ago. It's all going on, isn't it, in Kilmartin Glen? Off the road now and joining the Crinan Canal now. We're going to go down here for a couple of miles and well, it's a beautiful part of the world for this lovely Sunday morning, isn't it? Crinan Canal locks. Morning. So there we go, back to the car. About 15 miles this morning, and well, it was nice, wasn't it? I mean, there were all that ancient history in there. What we had standing stones, and we had burial cairns and castles, lochs and canals and coastal camps. It were all there, wasn't it? It was very good. It was nice to get back out on the bike, and the weather has been perfect. Right, I've got a slow drive now back from Lochgilphead down to Argyll, and then with a bit of luck Mrs. Boardman might have something on for breakfast. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Something a little bit different. If you have enjoyed it, we like us thumbsies upsies, don't we? See you next time. Bye for the new. Cheers.